Salesforce wants to buy Slack in a deal valued at more than $27 billion. It's now official. It would give the corporate software giant a popular workplace communications platform in one of the biggest technology deals of the year. And joining us to discuss this is Bloomberg Tech Merger and Acquisitions reporter Liana Baker. Liana, thanks for being here. Bloomberg Intelligence says this is a smart move. How will Salesforce.com and Slack compete more aggressively with Microsoft?
That's what this is all about. Salesforce wants to take on Microsoft, which is the big company that's taking over our offices and workplaces. Slack is a helpful tool. Employees all over the world spend a lot of time on this chat app, but as a company, it hasn't really kept up with the competition. So Salesforce is swooping in here to buy Slack, and it plans to integrate it really closely. Microsoft, I'm sure, will respond. They have a product called Teams, which is very popular in this work from home environment. And that will really be the question. Will Salesforce's Slack deal be able to compete with Microsoft Teams? That's what we'll be watching.
Now, what will this mean for Slack users?
So Slack users will only probably see a difference later, actually next year after the deal closes. So from now to July, Slack users probably won't see a difference. But once this deal closes, there will be a lot of integration between the products. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Salesforce platform integrated closely with Slack. It would really look a lot different, and probably other things would be sold to Slack users. Another thing that Slack really is trying to focus on more is video. Zoom is so popular during the pandemic. Everyone's using it at home. Slack also has video features, and that's something that Salesforce could try to expand. Microsoft Teams has been aggressively pushing video as a competitor to Zoom, so that's another space to look.
That is interesting, but you know what I want to know? Why has Slack lagged with some of the work from home trend?
So a lot of stocks have done better than Slack. It was a very unconventional way that it went public last year through something called the direct listing, which is an alternative to an IPO. And the stock never really took off. And then when the pandemic started, we saw Zoom do so well, which is also a collaborative tool. But Slack, for some reason, didn't take off, probably because the competition I mentioned earlier with Microsoft Teams really going after that corporate customer. So Slack was sort of caught off guard. I still think it's a great product. We use it at work, and it's really fun to use and a way for people to chat and get a lot of work done. I know a lot of people use it to do a lot of project management and whatnot. So it just never really took off. But under Salesforce, they'll now have a war chest of money to invest in it. And it's an interesting story how it started as a video game company many years ago by Canadian entrepreneur Stuart Butterfield, and now it's being sold to Marc Benioff at Salesforce for a pretty big sum of almost $27 billion.
Wow, Bloomberg's Tech Merger and Acquisitions reporter Liana Baker, thank you for that.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.